court is settled.
But what are we saying?
I'm super excited about this ginger chips. It is a whoopee, a ginger chips at me power chow. Say, and yet mappe ginger chips, dear. And then I worry. And it is something say, you were in powdered form like this. Inti se we will be opaque green tea to send me me green tea and I may be a gum. Na se me pese me munch on something so any me sakanwa na marry. Would you wouldn't share no? Google about a ginger and you see the health benefits of ginger. But need just some say the organic honey and I come and I yet mappe ginger chips myself. So America, it comes in a pouch like this. Into more American yina. Me afre
862-215-2007.
Good. Ofra you be deliver ye dia more kama. So wo Ghana so a be patch ofre
0277-609-644.
Macpe ginger chips dear OBA here.
So Angel Drive. Councillor George Victor, that's not here, and no air to us. Councillor, Yamakwaba.
Yeah, no, I'm not to say, Yamakwaba, the Babu soon for flu.
Yes.
I said, I'm cooking shit and I'll do. And in I show ye a mamma. Says, saying, I shall finance now. Yaba Bosumi me and sing, oh my English. Bosia, we must see a Ghana month.
Ghana month, but one pa.
Nanka menya dancer.
That's your bashim, sir.
And I don't know what she.
And they want to
social blouse intimidation.
The befa.
Maybe the share female material near their palm blouse I shall. First day I hear Ghana man, then I shall share long sleeves, then I share check. You think it makes you a Ghana man person?
So a Ghana.
I mean, so if anything small you need, is that not it? Something small Ghanaian is needed.
Touch of Ghana.
Me, the human being sitting here.
Yeah, the touch of Ghana.
Joke with me. When Ghanaians are sick because of their prostate and nothing is working for them, what again can we do?
That's why they need Afro mask.
I have decided to wear Afro mask still. Everybody is used to it because clinically, maybe I didn't connect yet.
Okay.
And when we lose our men, it will be difficult for us to continue. As for women, we can lose them, but we can't lose our men. What just here? And the Mamuni now call about the back Bosume Fufre wouldn't you be actually we as you won't so can sa independence time. So what young Cotinian Cotit the Bokoa and young Topa. But traditionally, Ghanaian Mantia there are some things we have to learn. Okay. Traditionally, our dear to any year. One of the significance of a year. You want to say, ye ni penny ye, the Akobe be a young or double encrophobia decline. Yes, ye. So there are things we don't put on you when we are burying you. Obi Akobe be a young dear decline falling for guarantee and call order. Among for watch and call order. Among for good young call order. Udi Siena, ye best son never. It is a oko near sea, ye shana daka, ye katana swa. Most of the things you see that was used to dress them, they take it off. They can't go with it.
Chains, linear money.
No, they can't go with it. It's just for decoration. When you finish, they take it off. So more crown for now, mobile years in here, decorative bini a good year. When you say the go see them go to phone, moon jeans, say the amamrani amani ewo no chese be bi okoni akoda enti ye wonyame bi a kranfon famba ye wonyame bi a igbefon famba asantifon famba oti dem kana se eti no bi eda ne benkum so no yo ohini a ye de dan tena akonwam oti ma se wo a wonye saa no ye nya wo saa da oti ase eti ye nsua ade ba kun so edan so nkoma ye ne se enna esu hia ye. The tomb is very essential to us. In our tradition, tombs are very essential. It's memorable to us because we do visitation of the tomb first year to appease the gods for taking away short time of death from us. So when anybody is buried, and traditionally we don't know where the person is buried, So, but are you aware that if a husband loses a wife, the husband doesn't go to the graveyard?
Why?
Because traditionally, he's supposed to sit for them to do the burial and bring him back information, bring the family back information. You don't bury your wife. It's the family that buries the wife. Yes. That's what the tradition is. Same like a wife too as well. So a widow's last time with the husband is where your friend called them and baby is seen nim kosi emre a ono ebe wie kuna yo ne ene na akọ enna no so. Okay. It is a na eni hɔ a yentumi wi amamre ne ma no. Based on this traditional explanation, I'm asking the family of the late Daddy Lumba, they should be careful if they cannot direct us to where the tomb is.
Why are you sharing this caveat?
Because the wife of the late Daddy Lumba, Mrs. Akosa Sewafusu, has the right to know where the tomb is to perform certain rituals because this man was with her as a husband.
But are you not conflicting yourself? Because we say the last moment a widow spent with the deceased husband, a time yadidana yaye amamre amana we feel.
Thank you. And then the next one is, and the next one is to visit the tomb
after the widowhood rite.
No, I see. The next thing is to visit the tomb
after widowhood rite.
And the widowhood rite is done by who? And I explained to you
the widow.
Who is the widow, and what's the purpose of the rite? Currently, what we are doing traditionally, the purpose of the rite has been abused. I will explain later when I have time. Widowhood rite is just because only obane that demo. Sebio ya adwene se uda abenkum so na bia ne ho adan enti na be ma nya widowhood right oba ne ho adan ne ma no bosom nkuru yen hwe se ne ebu pia no ne ye de hye enti ebi ni osa ye ja ne sa bosom nkuru akwantu enti ne okura. There's nothing again about it. Sasa ne de eka ni nyina those are spiritism, so we will not get there. But me ka say the tomb is essential. And I say but who nim say between me and you ye nim pa say ye gi burial permit ye che ye baby ye nsie emu. Burial permit out, we should be able to locate where the dead body was buried. If cremated, we should know where the cremation was done. So nobody can take a permit to bury anybody, take a permit in Accra to bury in Kumasi.
Local authorities in Edinburgh.
Is there KMA in Edinburgh? So the Luba's funeral was contracted or conducted in Kumasi Park and was moved at that time. And nobody knows whether how straight with an helicopter they brought the body back to Accra to bury. Lumba can never be buried in his house in any of the houses in Accra.
What if they obtain permit?
It can never be given.
People bury.
Tell me one man you know that was buried in their house in Accra. They are Accra lands are stool lands. They are spiritual lands. So we reject the dead, not strangers. Look, we are too accommodating to the extent that you know that Chihines too, with all the rituals, it's in Accra. It's only us that have released that permission for. So you cannot bury anybody in your house. So that insinuation.
Or Chihines too.
Oh yes,
it's in Accra.
Yes, it's in Accra. Oh yes, traditional. It's Ghana man. And see. But in crime for us, na ye wodi to me enti local authority now can say tie council to 50 acres enti sie no fie no she come ba e will not agree. So that insinuation say and crime for ye see that number wo East Lagos e when you fear those things. No. Can we know where the tomb is to go and visit the tomb? And some more, the amount of money we are losing with the market Ghana market Jackson Lumba ye hu hey Charlie and Kola 6 hour wono. Only and Kola under the law, that's who's taking care of you. It's more being given selfish interest for now. But look at the future of Inkolana with Jan. Now, baby, you see a Lumbano. Proper monumental remembrance, something to get money for the family. Other Bruni, onye Juma da. She has
that's not fair to see.
She has no record of an employment exactly when she met Lumba. Let me finish my statement. As a young girl, she was working as a hospital orderly per the records. In a hospital, she met Lumba. When Lumba brought her and grounded her to zero, make her a baby mama in the house. She didn't have anything she was doing that she can boast and say this is mine. So now that this man is gone, now
how do you know that? How do you know that?
Now that this man is gone.
Yeah, but how do you know that?
I'm saying that based on their own assertion and language. We're here when they said Lumba got to a point where things were not going down well, so people came to support. I don't want to mention their names. So, on the year said, dear Kosono, sa nyama yeja monumental things are yebeja isebo. And ebe bu ankola ni hwemu. Eya yen dwenko ho. Hona meme dwenko. Se akwala no hwemu kafra. Enkwala no hwemu ti o. Ese eja pali ene mu so ya kotwa lume fie cars nya this are the cars of mu so wahu. Ara wani mu. We are going video luba create.
Na me person ma dwen because e dia na enye nokure.
And na make us say dear cars what you got on like where they careful. And you penny show where the body was, where the tomb is, per the permit you took. And you know it's easy for us to check.
Yeah. So they be
oh, and I make a check propose again. See a loom. Say I'm passing we all go see a loom, but easily who assume the body and then take them to court to charge them.
You assume the body.
Oh yes, when bodies are buried in wrong places by law, you should assume it because of
the permit or how to say.
Yeah, because it was a hunsun so ya de any nyame ba so ni unza they say yes you move we are spiritual implication keke but a moon such say decay e de yale bi to me ba yenka say owufo no wo yale oba obi bia no wura asase na onya that combination na e wo hu nyame de ba nti wo a wo fie si emusie kura no you have a lot of nyame bi ase e che obi a wo fie si emusie but the first question is that one e beto hwan e beto emusie nipa e beto emusie e beto nipa. Those questions. Ghana man tradition is very important. Mati says agrada aba enyafe. So aba. Emra na eyi ne mebo a. Yama agrada akwa aba. Video no be a fedie. Mo bo nse ma si ama no. Said eh.
Yeah, why are they?
Agrada sorry dan hu nye say da. Agrada banka esi ama bebre.
Sasem na kan. Who's the bibia me no nya ade.
Because Esiama has nothing to offer.
Why do you say that? Do you know him personally?
Yes. Hey, what's the A for? A for apple.
Who named him personally?
B for people.
You don't know the man personally.
C for click. Yeah.
Counselor.
And to which you say, Agrada banker. Esiama, no better.
If you are not any business, you are.
The business is Ben Agrada. I can't say Esiama. Yes, I
know.
I back up in front of you.
That's all reason in town.
Debbie, Tabak, Minituja, where woman girls view, and no president in front of us. But the American say, she saw it down on him. Oh. And she said, a Siamania Jessa Gradaba, and you be a Jew. The breast.
You don't believe he was loyal?
Loyal to who?
To her.
In what way?
Why are they?
For 8 months.
Now, loyal in what way?
To Gina Maminich.
What requirements? Lawyer. Is my lawyer? Nisika lawyer. And Nisika only be. Oh,
no, let's not look down on him because
look down on him. Why do you want to put the guy in a place where I got away from work? Then I am. I want what some say there. So say if you are there. So
minimum
and me ma details only minimum. And if you know mutim Robert two say agrada agrada ni included in the sa case yen alimony distribution has not been completed. As soon as Yama was a clue. Who does she be?
I thought that because if you listen,
it's a feeling. Once it's a feeling, I'll listen to it. A feeling. People who are feeling, you need to take ginger. It's feeling.
Maybe I say a break.
Why do you call it a break?
Because now
me no neka sana me gonna make a sana utie. Because I mean,
we don't know what's going on.
I know. That's what I'm saying. What I know.
When you are not there.
Why don't you know? Because you don't want to know. I want to know because it's important to me. I see my money for what? Why they?
My man for applause.
Then now why yeah? Mama I did back. Now you call sorry no so. Then they say my back.
Being faithful.
What do you call faithfulness? For being foolish or faithful?
Story.
Yeah, you cried there.
Story.
All right, in 2 minutes. The first story no and to so now. We are by your patches say the super
for Mamba late. Mama coach say you always come late. Mamba
is. He said, we're dating Kofo Bibri. She say, yeah, Cassie, we did 37 years. Now, only we date here. Now, just say, Ubuano or Kutrafe, as a cheating yen in the pa. Now, only me a hano. In fact, memo show me now, me and memo some movie, person buano. Now, so Obi-Wan is a wako say. Be relationship best 6. Now, ban in Sema was saying. Of course, spiritual acquaintance, so you still. It's by now, no, Council, and then I'll catch us anything.
So, well, answer my catches any pet. I got airbag with my life. With my life.
So far on Kasai.
With my life. Can you go back to the page?
Maintain and also.
No.
Somebody should advise it very careful so that nobody will lead her into wrong temptation with the pages of your custom. Very, very important. Do I say?
Who feel this a man in your life, man in your
a Siaman Utiano until Siama. I didn't know. So then I now know was the guy Agrada was arrested. Sebo is advisor of Agrada. What Agrada do? Fresh Sebo on 02
Debbie Menkasa.
Now can't they?
As I say, I did a twice page.
Maybe in 1 minute, maybe. Well, remember the edit kind who see Kasebi P. So if you are okay, she's never cheated before. Cheating is the right reserved for the married. So Rosie cannot cheat. You have the right to cheat. So she's not cheating. Or say a Hannah say a memo she or more tasting Obiano Peso Moreno. And a Hannah money who said Nutina what dear a de a catchy. Only problem. Sister, our dear and implement grown yepe. Odo, you found while you. Odo near the one and can I umbre ya idinum da. Like a Seboja and Ira check. Benyodo, a your pet. Now, ope panon so a yedi one gray a decon. Secret near back up and ye baby. Secret may say, on one homewooding, no yet dear. Well, so born friend on 0277
0277
609
609
644. And I must say,
well, yeah, sorry to not yet the Angel Evening News. That's why I saw the beautiful evening from Sebo. You know, say if people will go through live, then they start live. No. In members, share,
make them try.
You know, they will go live, then they.
I say, I gotta go back, make them try. Well, it's obvious that the timing is not complete yet, but it's just a good time for us to learn from the tradition. So we do, and in these traditions, there are a lot that we will let everybody know. So let's go down there. The story for the day will begin with it. Now, whilst we plan for the story for the day, that was the finger of Rosie that you saw. Rosie put her finger in front of the camera. The size of finger you have.
Let me see a note in them.
Oh, don't worry, they wait for you.
It's Ghana man too.
What is there for Ghana?
It's wear Ghana, sleep Ghana, eat Ghana, drink Ghana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, baby, Ghana.
Okay.
Ghana, your sex style.
And the Simba will know.
So Ghana, you need you.
Your sex style.
Ghana,
your sex behavior. Ghana, your sex behavior. You need sex style by your behavior when it comes to sex.
How is it?
Because one of the things about most, not all, but most Ghanaian women is once you have sex or you are able to put them in a sexual mood, their interest is yes. Udi ni we no so why ade no do say once why ade wo mpem. The next thing is say ban awale. So to them can say into the na ko ya. But
Where's Auntie Abna?
I'm not about later. So what you so.
Abna de be out be jam.
And so Abna the only senior prefect. Ono to data my idea show with the tab or pen.
The Minister of Information and Communication.
But motion you, the muya and
Definitely, he is saying.
motion would the jagrada so.
Yes, the initial says councillor.
Moon jagradas. So being cast of my.
And you know, and combine. Ukrainian.
Say when she pleasing.
That year, besides Africa radio, so say, are people happy she's back? And majority said no. So what's your take?
Well, if majority says no,
majority
for
said
coming,
no, yeah.
That she has been released from prison.
Yeah.
Oh, their no doesn't change the law. Their no is actually not the law. The reason why most people may say Agrada release is not really the true reflection of the law. Ubia won entiase.
And you
no but ono this suni ne ban a obeda emri a yeyi rose ehunhia you but you come down into me dedication na why you no show.
Oh, I know. Yes. I say a short, it's not a casket.
Now I'm already aware.
Now, me new.
Bag, the bag, the bag, yeah, me train your mother, mammy. Me should share to your mother.
Why, mammy, I send you.
Why you want? You want with the writer?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's obvious that I have a lot of issues that I have to work on today. Make us say, maybe you see that the number are very essential to me. It's not say, and the Shiana Mundi will say, Numba Ire, Ayakosia Sewa, or anyone ma wale. Maybe you see a little and so to me, a pan naso, or Koniku and Naso. Now, young quiet, Sepata, Emma. You be no, you didn't say, I've grown a year, baby. He finally see where was Luma better? Because if Akusa say what Mrs. steps her foot in Ghana again, she needs to learn to go and visit the tomb of the late husband. Who is that in Lumba? That's one side. After Akusa Sewa paying visit to the graveside or the tomb of Daddy Lumba, we should be able to have a monumental remembrance of Daddy Lumba, that where we bury him should be a cash cow for us. If you ask me, the family should not bury Daddy Lumba in an open cemetery. Number two, Lumba should have his body deposited in a place where they will have the right to build an entrance into the tomb. Now watch it here. In Accra, they won't have that. If they pick a permit in Accra, it will be difficult for them to have a monumental remembrance space to bury Lumba. So it won't happen. But in their village areas, they could build a whole house. So I went to one of the villages, and one of the people that died, they were able to build a whole house where, like, not a house, but yes, a house, a dime. You the key at one, because the mortal remains of Daddy Luma should be a cash cow to take off the 6 young children that have been born. Not the wife, so not the women that Lumba has children with. I mean, Lumba had one wife, but had children with many women. They are not those I'm discussing. I'm talking about the children, the younger ones who are above 18. Those who are below 18, the law will cover them. But the younger ones that Odobroni gave to Daddy Lumba, will not blame Odobroni, because the life Lumba was living didn't give Odobroni the promising that he has a short life to live. I don't know if you get where I'm coming from. So I am of the view that where Lumba has been buried will easily give us money so that it will be part of the investment to take care of the children Lumba has left. I feel sad in my spirit that we didn't have a proper lay down procedure for the funeral ceremony of the late Daddy Lumba because of all the mishaps. And Abuja Penny, when an injunction was put on the body of Lumba, he could have allowed that so that we do a proper restructuring of the funeral proceedings. Because if you ask me, Lumba and Manu Jai, I can see B account now. Oh yes. Mrs. Akosa said, "What for so ni Lumba man? Oh when you then on pay your mom." Then Minister to be the name can say. Then on here. Mrs. Akosa said, "What for so, Mr. Rewo? On a man. Then on here. Then Akosa said, "What here? A feed Lumba, feeding money, shop money, rent, and you say then. Omwe here Lumba titri me honiama. Ebe ye nkwala na waja wachinu. Ne here. So that's it. Eti ye koye ba ye din koma ye be nya. Na ma din go pie Lumba ye ahuza se wa bosusu. Die onya se adwe mu eye nkwala nketewa na yawo. Yeah. Nkwala nketewa na yawo. Maybe I mean fear do say obi ti say Rosie odam we me ne wa nkola na be etia me nye me ene ne wo ese me ye hihye to wa nkola na e be wo because omo me ne wo ye de nkola na nyinyi 22 25 31 omo nye nkola omo hia hwe mfimi yo omo say ye nso mo ye ma and maybe that you might do why you heard I'm one that you can baby. So the American said, maybe and being a cosia sewa. Ye can ye dream a cosia sewa and yet you're not pedia yet movie. A cosia sewa common say, no could be a here see ye can and no one in common. Ye yan could be a say your pair muka. Ye could be a see a pen. Nasano Kurana ye here see a pen cap. A no kura a farm say ye nim she kura ye nim say that the Lumba ye Akusha Sewafus or baby tea on any bobra a ye juma. Majority say on any bobra ye say juma no ye no a whom soon so any ye bisa say a good season. But see, I mean, come on, media, any the air cost. We will say video be a Lumba fee cars. Say a Lumba deal, and any deal. I don't even want to go to that conversation. And then the crowd, me person because our conversation. Because if you control the card, you need to so. The encore share say by registration. Cars. Eye ne dia na enye ne dia na one dey go chakra na egu hi ni go twae e woni fie no ni twa pie ye obi koye nsrahwe and utwa baaye. He said Luma was just a private person who never showed anything that he owns. So if a video of the properties or a video of the cars, the number of cars that he has surfaced on the internet, where did they come from? Who posted it? Check your WhatsApp, please. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. If a video of the cars of that Lumba is surfacing on the internet, who posted it? I saw it. I didn't pay attention to it. Say, where from this video? Why did they post it? Now, so be a feel no video say Lumba Castle Jai because cars in chill ma and Tibia need Lumba water nearby. What I mean, go on be among Tiasi. A chill number Tiasi. Yamagra, I'm see you. Cars my young one is in Lumba Casa where they were chilling. No cray. Are they really the cars that Lumba left behind? But you say, Obibenya video say we were post to our page na ye hwe so so. No cray say, why na this video do be man? Na say e wo Lumba fie wo the friend say man 7 o Achimotel ana e wo East Legon fie no mo ana e wo ne Kaswa fie no mo ana e wo ne Nyanya no fie no mo. Wherever these cars were, the only people that can have access to these cars are those who go into the house. Now, if it's not because anybody has gone into the house to go and take the picture, the video of the cars that the late that Lumba was driving when he was alive, that are surfaced now on the internet, then who is in the house that did the video and sent to somebody out of the house? See, Agrona Yedi, Monkai said, Lumba died intestate. So as we speak, on your way, by the last report that came, so we need to identify properties that are in the name of Luma by documents. So now that we posted a car of this nature, and the number of cars I saw, the GMC, the Mercedes, there were a lot of cars that were posted, purported to be the cars that the late that the Luma was driving. I know as we speak, Akosia Sewafosu Mrs. is not living in the residence of that Luma in Ghana. It is the baby mama Odobroni who has been declared as another wife of that Lumba who lives in the East Legon residence. So if a video like this will circulate or will surface, wherein the belief is that this happens to be the cars of the late Daddy Lumba, Odobroni must be very careful. Why am I saying this? Because during the court proceedings, a letter that was supposed to be a letter within the closet of the late Daddy Lumba surfaced. As we speak, Ebusia Penny did not close where Lumba sleeps by tradition. So they wait a year to check his things and do justice to it as is done for everybody. When you're living with your husband and your husband dies, they move you from where you are dwelling together and let the room by tradition. Why are we reacting to my own perfume? Strange. The Montel is irritating my nostrils. That's what Ben. Why you want too much? Do you feel the smell of cancellary drugs? Do you feel it? One feel it, maybe I'm one. Oh, sorry. So I'm saying that I did be a whole lumber fee the pier, finally pier. Moshe bibi yo. Moshe bibi. A son said, Roman father pay. And we got trains a lumber candy. A banner ya you are bontina. And be na 19 very much. And now be a more ben lumber na unze lumber candy, a lumber candy. My daughter was here. Na mudia be PSA so be capture na edu emere a ye che lumba de ama na ma ene ayiro ja wa chiri a se picture ya e ba yi e be PSA ka we yin a ayembia mo be se e different. Last time be hu video na later on ye na be hu say odobroni ni Dr. His Excellency former Vice President Dr. Baumia Pichai a old video the current video on be explain each day and say time I check invitation and I'm go slide sasem no you see I no correct ampa a old video but me who okure a o check invitation cards that yes soma you kunani mpo de na ka umpie go ba bia but esi yes okoye na se Dr. Baumia na be sra odoburu ofi ho so a oba no be invitation na there. The explanation that they gave to us about that video is also questionable. Although Bruni the invitation in Koi, now Roman father was him, and Crawford and Nam the woman because on the invitation, a man is sending Kuliko chair invitation said Mukulu. Now some Mesran also, Muslim Mesran would time a year by on the invitation. Baby, I need a video near one few. Near one office. These questions. Last time, Mama met you, I say a old video. Now a video time my year kwa invitations. Master said, "Ukuwa one kwa invitations and I'm only asking questions." English na me be na we asking the other media. Then I'm very solid. So that video no Dr. Baumia video na mo convince me say a video dada. Menji etinye be si ene. Asema mi bi san say Odo Broni na ekosira Dr. Baumia and Dr. Baumia na ekosira Odo Broni. Na obesra na engina so odi besra na ye den. I said anybody pass it. Dr. Baumia, His Excellency. Eddie team FAK any Mrs. Samira beautiful Baumia. Ever sure do go so magic funeral invitation. Sana mo chere. Ana Odobuni. Etu fini fie so kunani. An invitation command Dr. Baumia is expensive. Mienu no wa oni mbechiri. He said, "Sir, video na you and check." Yes, madam. Wow. My question is just simple. My question is very simple. And usually when you ask such simple questions, people don't get it. The video is circulating everywhere. And they said, it's an old video. And I accepted that. It's an old video. And immediately when I accepted that it's an old video, others came to type, it's in 2025, 2024. And they gave us the date. That's true. I am not doubting it. But I'm thinking of interrogating further that one guy came around and said that Baumia, in his wiseness, His Excellency, are working behind the scene to solve the problem. If you can remember, a guy came here. And I said, is he aware? He said, yes, he's reliably informed that they are working behind the scenes to solve the problem that is going. I don't know what problem is at stake. Because as we speak now, the only problem that we know is at stake is that the baby mama of Daddy Lumba, the late Daddy Lumba, who had 6 children for Daddy Lumba, has been declared a wife by a court of competent jurisdiction based on the arguments of the 2 lawyers. The judge has passed a verdict that makes the baby mama a wife and declaring that the civilly married woman has been reduced to traditionally married woman, which gives Daddy Lumba the title of a polygamous man. And in our laws, a traditionally accepted marriage is a polygamous marriage. So Lumba has the right to marry more than one person. Hence, the lady in question has become a wife, legally accepted through traditional means. So if there's any issue that His Excellency Dr. Baumia and Her Excellency Samira Baumia, former Second Lady and former Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, if there's anything like the guy said, they are working behind the scenes to correct. The only thing they should correct is that Mrs. Akusa Sewa's documentation, that it didn't go the way the court expected. So she will be vindicated that she's the only registered wife of the late Daddy Lumba. Unfortunately, is what the appeal court they are preparing to go and see the appeal court. So if Dr. Baumia and Her Excellency Samira Baumia, Second Lady or former Second Lady of the Republic of Ghana, are working anything behind the scenes, is that what they are working behind the scenes? Or like I heard somebody saying that they are convincing Odobroni to find a way to go and apologize to Mrs. Akosia Sewafusu. As what? Why is she going to apologize to Akosia Sewafusu? What has she done against Akosia Sewafusu? Has she done anything she needs to go and apologize? For what? No, why should she go and apologize? People say she has to go and say sorry to the woman. What has she done? What has Odobroni done that we are expecting that she should go and apologize to Mrs. Sewafu? Mrs. What has she? No. I mean, let's be fair to ourselves. Has she done anything that she has to go and apologize? Has she done anything that she needs an apology? She doesn't even have to go and apologize to anybody. She doesn't. She has been given the green light now that she's a wife by law. And because she has been given the green light that she's a wife by law, she's also acting as such. And will want to go into the nitty-gritty of the property acquisition of the late Daddy Lumba and be giving her part, her portion as a wife. But per what I encountered with the late Daddy Lumba's spirit, it was clear that Lumba made it audibly in my ears, an evidence that cannot be used in the competent court of jurisdiction because this is a spiritual issue. But I've told everybody who is spiritual and want to know to also inquire that what he told me that he promised Akusa Sewa that he never marry any other woman apart from her. But as for mistakes to have children, it will happen. And after the last time they got to know that this one had a child, all they did was he apologized and said, marriage will not come. So when you tell us that 2010 they got married, it's questionable. They are going to court tomorrow about the injunction. Which of the injunction? Is it the one that Abuja Penny is refusing? Is it Abuja Penny's injunction or which one? To refuse Mrs. Agosia Sewafusu to do the Thanksgiving memorial service of the late husband. Is that what Abuja Penny Tupac is going to court to do? Because I also remember that Abuja Penny said, the answer many national let me be a switcher. I didn't be a person ye be an only friend member. So what has changed? That now he is putting an injunction to stop Mrs. Akosa Sewafusu from having a funeral for the late husband without the body, but with pictures on the frame, so that Lumba is mourned properly. What is causing the injunction? Because I believe that if there's an injunction that must be placed on anything, it should be an injunction that will bring us sweetness, excitement on where the body was buried. Because this particular celebration of the funeral, it should end up with a wreath laying ceremony at the tomb side of the late Daddy Lumba. I don't have details about where this funeral is going to be held. The memorial service of that Lumba is going to be held. And the injunction that is being requested for to be placed on. It's not the same injunction they placed on Abuja Penny's own, and he said no, he will not agree. So when you say injunction, how did Lumba die? How did Lumba die? That one, only the family can tell us. Only the family can tell us. None of us seated here can go and look for the autopsy report of the late Daddy Lumba, because it was given to the family, and whoever was the family were those who stood to observe the autopsy report or reporting of the late Daddy Lumba. So for me, if you come here and ask me that what killed Lumba, I don't know. And I really don't even want to know what killed Lumba, because the only reason why the autopsy should be very, very important to the family is because Lumba has children behind. So that if there's any inherited sickness that affect the lungs and the well-being of the children that Lumba has given birth to, based on their DNA, we can be able to salvage them and support them. This is why the autopsy will be essential to me. But away from that, we leave it there like that. The family has it. And Mr. Penny made it clear to us from the beginning that he was not believing that his niece or his overseer was there. So he's coming to Accra so to ascertain the truth for himself. But by then he has sent a group of people to go and check if what they are saying is true. And that is what we ended up hearing, that the children that Usapeli sent went further to do their checks and balances to be sure that is there anywhere that somebody may be sharing the same thing that we have with us. And that is why it's essential and important for you to take Afromax Plus as a man. Because as a man, your prostate must be essential and important to you. So may I encourage all of you to take Afromax Plus. Afromax Plus is for men. Call me now on 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. These ones will help you do the needful in your body. Control your urine, control your liver, your kidney, and become the best in town, because you brought us the best medication. Having said that, in taking the serious part of my conversation, like Afromax Plus, out of the system, then I have the singular honor to encourage you that on 0277 609 644, on 0277 609 644, Afromax Plus is the medication for men in black, so that all of us will take good care of our prostate. And like I said earlier on the 3rd of September in the whole world has been declared World Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. For that matter, we're taking advantage to do the official launch over some drinks and food in a very, very strategic, important location, like you know, so that in the month of September, the 3rd to be precise, we will be able to, as it were, gather our friends and loved ones together with the Minister of Health to officially declare that the month of September henceforth will be addressed as month of creating awareness in the life of men who are living, especially men who are living about the ages of 30. Afromax Plus gives you independence in the month of March. So please don't waste your energy. Please try your best and let's go. So let me continue the conversation. I was only asking questions. I don't have the answers, but if by virtue of your knowledge you have an answer you want to share with us, so that sleeping dogs that are waking can lie, just draw my attention. And as the attention is drawn because you have answers, I'll give you the chance to come and do it. But my question is very simple. The last video we saw, that was last weekend, we're having the conversation, Saturday, not last week, Saturday, last week, Saturday, that's right. Asking a very, very cardinal, important question, which is your understanding to who Lumba was and who he became before his demise, or whatever he holds on to, is very, 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 very important. As I speak to you, there are a lot of people who don't even know where their parents were buried. A young lady called me from the States of America and asked me a very simple question. He says, sir, this and this is my condition. We don't even want to talk about his condition, but this work I am asking for you doesn't really demand all that you need, but has XYZ in it. I know what I'm saying. Over here, say it in another way. My question is straightforward. Dr. Baumia got invitation. Ewa kosia se wa ho eyi mre. Ewo odobunu ho tama yi no. Ana ye your card no every Dr. Baumia wo di fie. Ni mi the one in the file. Ana ebia na Dr. Baumia nkasa na ye na adwen se yenkosra odobunu a oye ya danfo na yemfa enje bia na operations mboa wa unim bla na bi dia dance unim nso a memma emedi ento because media may interrogate ahwe no kre entina the last time me kana me say media me nim no kre no bi na omo no kre no omo ni enkoye so be kaya. It is a video na yede to ho na Dr. Baumia akosra odoburu ana odoburu akosra me hu de okosra awan ba ye kan we be ma ye ti ase e tete video a ye de invitation eko ho na me bisa so kunani na che ono ani invitation na eno so ase ma mo na mai no kuna enti o che ni video o che ni invitation ana den ana omo no nkosra no omo kono si mabade a munji mu invitation for them. Any asemba kwa bibisa asemba enu to bibisa to so say numba na esie ne bayan kwa ne nanso enkohwe ne tibie mu isan se embra ne nhihye da ho ensie ehiade emaya yedi emu nachi no yebema dia bobu ne yere ma waja wachi ekruma waja wachi mu eso munye sa yo ehinu enisuade hu no munko no fansra hwe enkoma emu no ewo ne naso na onipa kuku da te se numba eda ne bekum so a ye ni bi with me. We don't have a tool for number. Or better still, we have a tool for number, but we don't know where it's located. Christianity in Camera. Nay, I'll cook a CB by Christianity. Second, a brandy with a shoe. But we are a year a yaw quay. It's a number. Nifiako ni Lydia yaw. Hello, Basoba can be a Only or for my empire, maybe mommy.
Oh, sorry. But what to make that?
Miss Umusa, the uncle.
Because I feel outside. The thing is, Ghana for me is that question. As someone else, we have the emotions, they get the but the questions are there to ask. Now, as I said, you know, when you get to be angry and then also look at things with the second eye. Only on your bad and yet, Sabrocci and now on your bad, and then not about what. Dear, on your Tubana or Cano. Yet, your friend will have the police for you. It's almost as I get yeah. But I question and your on anything. You know, that's what's happening. Mr. About a few years now, we better not say midnight after the man. Only by over then or for Yari. One can't tell me. Within few months of it now, just a car sick who could here. And knowing this country said, you can have it for that I'm not telling you good here. This should be an issue in the kitchen and the home is a popular school. Say no, the young people, can be because of the change. I mean, God was on my side.
Okay. Don't let you with you for food.
And the man, the friend, ambulance, the man, was walk hospital. Then a year, he said, I hear you, and said, no, and it's for hospital. It should be in Camero, or it's not here, less than 6 months, or what of maybe fear. It's an emission, I don't know. Yeah. It is a place that can be proud of. Yeah, because I be proud of now, my brother. Could you believe that when the ambulance came, when it said, what can you say? Sakaya, prayer walk in 1 hour, Kagani, the work. Yeah. Yeah, they don't go hospital or anything there. So they are saying, it's not just that I acted on time. I was proactive. It is a winning of meeting. Now we share situation of the people who are for but take action. Be proactive. Many German depending. Now what Catania muscle. I will tell you Catania muscle. I will tell everything is transparent. We are so many case. It is this year was in Papa Nitina, Papa Yano. I didn't know coming. I didn't know what meant to make us yet. I didn't know Papa Yakana, a former vice. And he almost did was one. One in the year, no say, obviously, they get here closely. Also, I won't see it. One who was what they were. But again, the issue that I was in for 4.0 finger, and you almost set pretender, and yet you're for mine. So, yes, more person of the country, but more catapult this. Opinion among 40 days, and the end of the people. people, I didn't see a woman. Emma, yes, she should be. I didn't see a woman. Emma, yes, she should be a papa. What would you not question? And you are quite the issue here. What was it? The way of seeing a fan brown, what would they chemicals? So, just that.
I am through.
Simply because it's outside, having a mother Ghana, it's making part of their DNA. Because some of us in abroad, this is how we are thinking now.
What's your
This is how we are thinking. This is said, Mammy said, "Wow, auntie Ghana, and I Ghana for what we are in now." It's not said, "We shall be from auntie Ghana, yet you are it's not said, "Yeah, no, it's your project, right. What you new bride, how would you buy from a budget? What you say, you might you put it in a woman, right? And then what kind of or whatever.
Mama tips.
No, I've never got tips like when you go to the restaurant.
Yes, I did here.
I don't it's just a small amount of money.
Hey, sister, a small amount of money. If you more deal €5, $5, yes, small amount.
Get my point. One price things that want to be for you, maybe 10,000, 10,000, and the boys are always in the restaurants. No, I want limit yes, the man to the man who we have orderly. What you are saying, you have to do things right here now. What you are saying, but Ghana no more. You people believe it. In everywhere you go, you play right. Everywhere you go, you play right. But yeah, you will be actually when you will be
Sister, Sanya money and yellow. Ghana court here. When in one sem car, with me DP and I'll be before until my two was here. Say, maybe I said, then a cool lumber. Maybe I said, lumber no one knew. Yeah, they are saying maybe, but and why any feel yourself for how and see that's it. Why explain your side naturally? That's oh, wait, my dinner medical. Madam, I buy it. Madam, my father. And my child be able for there. And then I was in his house, and I'm kind of so good, so now we are. Man, can you cry?
in the past, I was doing.
Man, can you cry? Man, I'm not saying we have a call there. In the young coupons, yeah, buy any abba, and then come my baby dinner, the more she can crave and wash. But yeah, Bobby tell. Flamingo sister or Ghana, the man do me a year in prison, Martin.
Woman power. Woman power. Woman power is back. Right, but this time she's come with it. Oh, well, I pray that she doesn't get involved. But I know Ghanaians are going to share that she should be on her guard. They will push her because they say social media for now they will push her. Of course, I say advocate, but maybe you know that's all not maybe that TikTok and all this. They will take the social media out.
Me bacho on to me ya why bacho on to me ya Mr. Ot why. Agrada na tomani di ente we try aka yin so ndi ide. Agrada na tomani di why.
But yeah, kind of counselor. You are a counselor. I'm also a counselor. I'm a teacher. I salute the young man. I salute.
You salute who? What did he do?
Standing behind the woman.
What was he doing standing? Is it his money that day? His money didn't pay the court fine. He didn't pay the court fine. So what did he do? What did he do? What did he do?
No, okay, allow me. Moral support is so vital to life.
Which is?
Like when you are in trouble like this, you need somebody at least.
Madam, what you are saying, what did he do that you know? Tell us. What did he do? What did he do?
Taking care of the church.
What did he do? What did he do in taking care of the church? What did he do? The way the church got flooded, when it rained, the church got flooded. The whole church is dirty. They are not painting the church. The place is weedy. And so, what are you saying? Why are you praising him for nothing?
I'm just showing the appreciation.
And what you see, don't you see right now? You just told us that we shouldn't be hypocrites and become hostages. So yeah. What has he done?
I'm from afar. Okay, I'm seeing things from afar.
So then change your lens. Please change your lens because what you are seeing is not correct.
Well, I appreciate the spirit.
Well, please don't appreciate what is not appreciable, please. Okay. Well, Esiama has not done. Esiama has not done. Esiama has not seen it. He has not done anything, please. I beg, please.
Well, you see different things from my point of view.
I'm saying Esiama has not done anything, please.
According to you.
According to everybody, we are all here. We've not seen him doing anything. Please.
Well, okay, we live in Nigeria. I'm an outsider.
Thank you very much, outsider, for coming to say if you are saying, do you fear sin? Do you fear sin, madam? Lady Victory, I welcome you. New Hampshire, I miss you. How is life treating you, by the way?
Life is treating me okay by God's grace.
Thank you.
Greetings to you all.
Thank you.
From abroad.
Thank you.
From abroad.
Thank you.
I'm going to speak my mind today. Nobody should come from me. I'm also coming forward.
Please.
I came really prepared.
Please. I have a question for you. The way you came prepared, I have a question for you. I don't know if you have ever visited a tomb before. Have you visited a graveyard and a tomb, specific tomb before in a graveyard?
Yes, I have.
Do you know the importance of a tomb after the demise of anybody?
Not really.
Oh, okay. But you visited one before. Maybe your grandmother.
They just, sitting on the ground. You know, I put whatever I can put on there. I see what I can see on.
Oh, okay.
I have my rituals that I do. When I go on there, then I go my way.
Oh, okay. So you do it on the tomb that you know or a stranger's tomb?
Oh, no, the one that I know. The one that I know.
So our argument is, up to date, none of us knows where Lumba was buried and the particular tomb that we can visit and pay homage to him. That's our problem.
Yeah, that is not our mention. It's whoever cares problem. It's not my problem. It's not my problem.
Sister Bajofi. We are Ghana and
I'm
now.
from
What?
I'm not from Bakosu. I am from Ejusu Ashanti. I did not know that you were from Adam, but I really enjoy it.
Oh my God. Why? You are not from Prakosu. You are from Ejisu.
Because counselor, maybe say, no, it's on Tiatia. Sebi, and Salon, now, what you are coming that guy right in front of that caption, when he died standing up, okay? And that man, maybe or no crowd, and I'm okay with that. Maybe I'm okay with that. I will go around and go down. You go and say, oh, wow.
Nalumba.
So, Nalumba, I got a put up with you.
No, say, Bema be anyone na Bema na Banku so Kalanketi on Muku school. And she shared Ben na Bema Bay more background on son because me pin said Lumba Danny Banku soon Kalanketi get on Muku school and she shared Ben ya tour. I bit me on Bonko the school. It's in Nankasanya monkey kitty or yesterday and never wow. But well, baby is see a lumba dear. Yen I ever go sweet bisa or see a boo. Well, see and fire home, yes, well, fire home by a big bisa sita might be. Because we need a monument of visitors, at least near Fanya Cash. They make quite Crabias Obi we see diamond, a single room and see a sisu. And Tomuko di key could be a con nanoso. So a big sample near Ewa Pracoso, Ama Lumba and Pork. Na kan krofo bedu akra o mefa kaba na akwa tourist site a o metime generate income e dia man kola nsie yi alumba eja wa chiri o munye. So I am worried about why can't we know where Lumba was buried. Very, very important. And I'm going to say ehunya no one na menti assess ehunya for what reason? Because we need to know where Lumba was buried. Very essential. It's very, very important. What do you
offer? I would be for the family's sake. That's why I said mine. It says before from Kona. Sebi, and I'm not putting my uncle down or anything. But Sebi, with society, see how I get it ground. Or no class, Sebi, you will because for my whatever, anything, lifestyle or something that you write home about, whatever. That's my judgment, which I should do, but that's how I really want to say in the society. So how much more previous? That we go back and then the push near a new baby all that. It's not something an okay thing to do.
As popular as it is, because empoma ebusuafo ku omodi ebusuapeni tina akudwa so asore ti ase ye tu na de so esanse onche obi osie omodi hye lumba na se yiri ye na anyu so kosira ni kunu na so obekọ he akwara se ebuso bi forest koto ninja en na so obekọ he ko se nyama bi ye amamre o e kan amamre no ho enti meme ngo ati so obi ta obi and obi wanim de ese obi ye kan dachi bi asɛm ne ye kan ese obi ensi trololo matoa odi nso gu we di trololo eti ye hwɛ ne ye na abusampanyi nhwɛ no nye bibi mfa enne ye te hɔ ni mu a wahu ebi amu amu social media obichi mahu dada sɛ obi de enfidie bi a ye frɛ ne kai abeto agrafo tintan so MOC Munsha Casa Nalumba Tima or Tiasa. My question is Lumba Fiena Casimugum. ebia ebeye Eastleigh on dear no and now Achimote fee. But the last place of dwelling Eastleigh on. And the video now appear now the castle. It means we will assume and speculate that these videos are coming from the house where he was living and he passed on. But my question is, who will bring this video out? Why are they never out? Because if you only a movie, could it be that those who are in the house took the video of the casa where they will feel and they posted it on social media? What would they gain from it?
I think somebody could do that because the cars are missing. The last time I heard, they said that all the cars are taken away.
By who?
If the cars are not there, somebody's trying to prove the point. Don't you think?
No, but who took the cars?
Well, according to what I'm hearing from the social media, what's his name now? The brother-in-law, the uncle, Shepherdie, the Ebenezer, and then the Priscilla's family, whatever. Yes, if it's true, I don't know, but that's what I heard them say. But hey, like you said, I'm minding my own.
Because you are a stranger.
Exactly.
Do you fear them? Vic, what's your take?
So who went to look for it and found out it's illegal?
That's a good question. That's a very good question.
You know, also I said, but now, kind of person. It's okay, but for the person baby and brother, let's not be hypocrites about certain things. Meti Hanum say, you know, say, so it will be because we came here. But the question is, what capacity now? Wow, the it's just a book no you can come to this area, maybe anyway, but nearby. The question is, why never more is the question. It is a minimal final one. I mean, the airport. Yeah, and somebody had gone and asked a question, and somebody had answered. Therefore, if I don't go, I'll put this question away. And then if I don't mind answer, no, why that answer? And if so, where is it? Yeah, I don't know what's the answer.
You know, because my question is, say, I'm passing number cars and impo egu Eastleigh Gonfie now. Eastleigh Gonfie is heavily is being policed by heavily armed men. It is a video maybe film about one here. That is a go for a film. I'm gonna post it. And I can't say lumber cars na ayran. And I'm share the try and the to say boa cars ni.
And it's a picture, the best by your old picture. The person must have had it already, but just to prove a point, maybe about cars and that sort of thing. That sort of thing.
Agora di lumber emu any legacy AD. Yen na yehwa eyana the legacy of lumber.
It's very sad. It is sad and it's shameful for Ghana. In fact, it's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment for Ghanaians. Some say, in fact, the dishes like for other countries, we know what goes on. We are in that war, and the flag was put to but it didn't happen in Ghana. And first and foremost, Ghana, this not wasn't the only
Yeah.
Why not Lumba? What did he do wrong to anybody? Lumba not come for us, sir. Let me catch your ban on Lumba come for now. And then Obani push. Why is she not fighting for Lumba?
Say Emuni Ebusuadia. Emuni Yadia.
Yeah, but she knows something. Why is she not talking?
Lumba.
Are you saying she doesn't know nothing? Hey, we didn't miss Rogana. Miss Rogana. Papa. Talia.
Who's Ghana? The idea.
No. In terms of the airport, hey, Charlie, and then you. Yeah. When you saw the person who approached her,
Sir?
They have shut the airport now. They have crashed and approaching from having action. You're moving on. Maybe it might not be everybody, but I think about these things and I look at and I'm observing, analyzing situations. I'm thinking, but why? My why question is just too many. Probably no one has an answer. Let me just deal with myself.
Ghana is a good place to be. So don't worry your head with the why questions. But it is imperative on us to have a good monument that many will come and visit and make even money for the children that are left.
Check the comment. Obi say it again. Sad. Obi say so sad. Check your comment. Yeah. Obi say very sad. So people in outside, they identify themselves with what I'm saying. What we need to what I'm saying, I'm hitting, the right point. It's the truth. The reputation is very, very vital for me. Social media because you can have anything because of the human being. What they are saying. To me, but I dear question I did them from Wakumashu. Yes, to approach you. We all crying for Akosia Stewani, Akosia Prikoma, because you did not have a friend. And you need suffer, suffer. They are young good to I said, will be two someone there who pray you how will be by force. And you, Canadian, and you.
Now, Sena Musumu Casa Mabre, to say Ghana money, the moment Ghana, no umbre.
I don't think share.
You're reading comments, Mamma, no one reading comments. With them,
Yeah, I respect that. No, I respect anybody that boldly writes something. You have to appreciate them. It's not that people are hitting the good thing at the right place. Ghana, the who said yes, I don't know what to say.
Now, Muhun is saying.
Right is right and wrong is wrong.
And the same thing in Ghana, right is right, wrong is wrong.
But I said, the woman who say Ghana folks shouldn't ask questions. I didn't say that's a weird autopsy. And I
Because good. Now, so because of the general rule that we are practicing in our common law, knowing the state normal yes, we are normal mind, but answer. So, no, Krama or Honu, now, Okoye, autopsy said, then you cool Krama. Let your mammy, Ono Krama or no, Unako autopsy. Oh, autopsy because Unim the Kum, and I guess. Sounds like you see a chip.
question. And then you have all angles.
Mommy Bay.
Including the phone.
Mommy Bay.
Sister Promiscuous,
You're blocking you. How are you from? Say, I'm cast up so auto say, "Oh, make you 2 million when you be."
Oh, it was before the court hearing. The first one, court look at the Hong settle matter, no more your autopsy. Yeah, why you feel a simple? What has we have to share? I will settle. Now, I'm in the wine of your autopsy. But none of this went because Titi and Penny blocked every chance for him. I mean, look, I'm getting headache right now talking about this because it came to me. I'm not a young that's level first. Mama, yeah, I know.
Na obi ewu a the autopsy ma oti o ya the other.
Because of their Japanese Papa won't see or check or whatever it is. You know, like take full control and block me, from all that. Come on, this is crazy. Ghana wake up.
Ghana is not sleeping.
Ghana wake up, mom. Exactly. Why are you sleeping, man? Wake up.
Ghana, we are not sleeping, so we wake up.
Ghana is corrupt. Absolutely.
That's
the Ghanaians don't speak what we see. I don't know. I'm confused. Everywhere there's corruption, there's corruption. I think you people are not seeing what we are seeing from afar. What are you seeing, Mama? What are you seeing? Well, okay, lady. With all seriousness, your child is for us. Never say, lady, who are you? And I'll buy and I will not buy that. Oh, grandmother, a very wealthy person. And there was a penny. I made it because when you check the name of it, penny. Who kind of way I was the gap? Way I was the gap. In that, the man can. In the estimate, in the estimate, the man can. How would you handle this? Just say, who made you question your hands? And Mama, I'm going to make a simple. Go ahead. I don't want to make a move, but tomorrow. But I like you, but what's in your baby? Get a car. But you are a baby, the cat will be the move. Oh well. Or no, I can be bad. If really for right. Yes, I know this time, you know. I'm up from my minute. That is maybe better to come out and I'm a car. You know, the corner. And you would not find it. Can you drop the lady for me? Or them community as a friend.
Lady is the owner of the page. We can't drop her.
Okay, number one, idea kind of here up one. Mommy, no, said, woman,
me.
Just a small thing. It's a gun. No crana, I didn't want to go and no crash. The truth shall prevail and give that woman justice. It's not a man, the marriage certificate, a genuine one. Now, they are all here, they say Britain, I say, we are changing laws concerning outsiders. One would marriage certificate is specifically from Ghana. And then I said, no. And you know, what the end of what I can say, what I can say, I was just a 1 year that you put to my round and pulling air. It's going to be a payback time. There will be a payback time against Kanye. Market anywhere. It's going, in fact, it's already happening. It's already happening.
It's then the mama who's just a officer. No credit a day.
The person in the marriage certificate the money the friend justify say or not say clarify say yes she ordinance wife and I registered wife.
No credit say Obia Sasami the million kind of granny a one tom. I brought a kick kind judgment. Judgment in this say. To us. There. Ghanaian system too is changing. It's going to affect it to go in the UK. See, there we go. You see, no. You see, the issue is that Mrs. Akosa Sewa Fosu and Lawyer Kusi. The issue is that although Bruni never had any document proving she's married, except pictures that they purported that they were pictures out of marriage. But Mrs. Akosa Sewa Fosu had a legitimate marriage certificate showing that she's Mrs. Fosu, the wife of Daddy Luma. However, there was a procedure that she was supposed to follow so that she will authenticate the register or the marriage certificate before it comes to the law court. She failed to authenticate those ones. So, for example, when we talk about authentication by law, before you bring a document from the UK to come and use it in Ghana, it has to go through the UK Home Office and then move to the Ghana Embassy. And Ghana Embassy will drop it to the Foreign Affairs in Ghana. And Foreign Affairs in Ghana will release it to wherever you want to use it, which means that it has gone through the tray. That tray that comes is authentication. But it was unfortunate that Mrs. Akosa Sewa Fosu's certificate didn't go through the authentication before it landed in Ghana.
I get it.
So it is not that Ghana didn't do the right thing, but it was an oversight from Lawyer Kusi, who was the lawyer. And Lawyer Kusi too said they spoke to the judge, and the judge said they shouldn't worry, they can bring it. Once they can translate it, it can be accepted. But here is the case that the judge gave the right to the other lawyer to cross-examine. And the cross-examination of the other lawyer said that this cannot be accepted because it's not been authenticated. So the judge said she pulled the brake for 1 month so that an authentication can be done. But authentication could have taken more months. So they decided to just bring a copy through somebody who was coming straight to Ghana and went to do a translation. So even though the certificate of Mrs. Akosa Sewa Fosu was genuine, it will be fake because it was not authenticated. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Nobody rushed. The case was close to 2 months. But they didn't understand the authentication was very vital. If they could have authenticated it, then Odo Bruni would never have the right to become a wife.
Okay, then let me pray a question like you. So the Apostle went to court regarding ordinance marriage. But at the end of the case, the verdict that was given favored customary marriage right to the girl. But that's not the reason why they went to court.
So let me explain to you. That's not the reason why they went to court. But when they went to court, and finally it was declared that she was not able to prove that she's a legally registered wife, the traditionally process of marriage was already clarified by a Busuapeni and a certain group of people who came earlier to the court. In the first place,
Are you referring to all the dead people?
no, not the deaf people. Remember that at a point in time, Busuapeni made a claim that Akusa Sewafosu brought a drink to come and nullify the marriage, and they came to withdraw. Oh, can I finish, madam? You say I should explain. I'm explaining the thing to you. You are saying no. Oh, I'm saying that if you follow the proceedings very carefully, Abusuapeni later on came to say that they are withdrawing the statement that they don't know Akusa Sewafosu as a wife because she brought drink. And when they took it out, then now it was accepted that she was a wife of that Luma. So they clarified it. So during the cross-examination, the only thing Mrs. Akoya Sewa needed was the authentication of a certificate. So that even if Lumba went to marry that woman who was contending with Akoya Sewa Fosu, it will become bigamy because there's a clear state that he married under the civil law. But unfortunately, we were not able to authenticate the certificate, which stopped the judge from accepting the certificate as the originally accepted authenticated certificate of marriage between Daddy Lumba and Akusa Sewafosu. Based on that, the judge decided to say, well, if the family believe that she is still a wife without a divorce, then we want to go to the first marriage that she came to contract with Lumba in the family house, which is the traditional marriage, and also want to vow for this new girl whose family people have come to testify that she was also married traditionally. Based on these two traditional laws gives the lady a chance of being a wife and gives the other lady to a chance of being a wife and makes Daddy Lumba a polygamous man. So this is one.
My last question, you are justifying it, but you're not going to get away with it. My last question, was she married to Priscilla? Was she married?
So the truth is that by the argument they did in court, she was married. That's all. They did. They did. Madam, they did. Madam, they did. Madam. Unya Ghana ni ko. Ghana ni unya Ghana ni ko. Young Ghana for one year.
And yeah, I still wait and you know, calm it down because and then we'll calm it down at the end of the day, I mean, what I'm saying is that I said, who they why don't you come and send the open? What can we give you? By the end, you also go back. And I said, and that's what comes like this. Don't explain. And that is what I know. And to me, I made double. Concert to me, I made double. And then to me, I could now I don't know that. What I'm trying to say, don't say. That your mammy, no one on all sides. But yes, your side now, you can still now. Sabina, your one corner answer that is you can. Who are you to your boss manage? Everything cannot be on our side. For how long they're going to be a children and their back, but they be a children. I'm about to come in and I mean, you make a wood or ya. I'm going, aha. When I'm on the tea, because maybe a wood or ya. It's like, you see, it comes like, as someone who didn't know, baby, and so, as I would say, 100% correct on them, but we are not. It's about the mistaken, and then I can't say 50 banana. Only you know, money, yeah, but just get still now, yet, I didn't get a call and cut him. Yeah, and I'm watching. Yet, nothing in your pony and your correction. Would they, and your one never know I said, and the other one, and will be there to my dad and my mind, and they are not serious. And if I'm serious, I'm on back. Oh, I tell you, church, baby, I am going to get your one. Was saying, it's what we are trying to see. But what the way and I do come to baby, I will die. Was it still one night? Was it? Oh,
and the essay is still feeling the same. One said, so listen to the truth. So listen to the truth. So listen to the truth. The truth is that there was a mistake on the side of the lawyer and Mrs. Akosa Selfosu, which has brought us where we are today. So the rest of you there who are complaining, what are you learning? You are learning how to authenticate a document before you come to Ghana. The rest of you who are in UK, thank you. So that those of you who are left there, as we keep on fighting for Mrs. Akosa Selfosu for clarity to be done through the appeal, we are also asking that the rest of you who are there, if there's any property you are doing in Ghana, if there's anything you are doing in Ghana, be careful to do it in the right way. Because our suffering today for Mrs. Akosa Selfosu is as a result of the wrong precedent that was set. They didn't use the right channel. They used the wrong means. So you too, who is there that they are waiting for a document to clear for you in Ghana, make sure that you go through the right process. From the UK Home Office, you go to the Ghana Embassy, and then they bring it to Foreign Affairs, and it is released to whatever sector you want. It's like going for a transcript from school to go and continue your masters in the UK. They request that it is posted to them. Then you go to University of Ghana, go and collect it and come and give it to them. They will say it is not verified. That's what we're saying. So let's learn from this time. The rest of you there, let's learn, because we don't want anything like this to repeat itself again. So I hear a lot of you saying that those of us in the US, in abroad right now, we are disappointed in the judiciary in Ghana. No, don't be disappointed in the judiciary in Ghana. Be disappointed in you not knowing the process by which things are done correctly. The suffering of Mrs. Akosa Selfosu today is as a result of what Lawyer Kusi and the other people didn't do right. We can't hide away from that truth. Please, madam, what has the judge done? The judge didn't do anything. Sister, madam, Chen, answer a basic from the madam, Chen, answer a basic from Madam Chen. Madam, answer a basic from Chen. Chen, can be Madam T. No correct. Ye case will be a judge, and will be a seer for any judge, you know. I know as I know by a sema lawyer for coming. and no fa echo sonny soup the bear judgment. So yes.
Okay.
Siano. Now, I know by and by lawyer for me in a dinkum. Some come with dear moon no say, Kratana, Akusha sewa, Eddie Jin and many say or none a year lumba wallet. Sa Kratano yen stamp so a chest say original. And a lawyer judge they say, Sa no can dear, Mumpe kwambe faswama sa original one naba. Or can san, and yet this will be the bar direct. And no man bosumi back na watch porry nine. Send a bayam empo on the chassis ayan and send a sea yellow. Yan sa. It's a bar the judge and say, Kratana the bar. Yen tin so a chess pass if he German home office a chess our dear Kratani and until mean to me and find yet me and send a while many bed passing judgment. Now, where a corner side, a bunny send you a judge. For what? Madam, judge in the man 4 weeks. Judge in the man 4 weeks. Judge in the man 4 weeks.
Well, okay, I can see that it's okay. It's okay. Okay.
And say you are new to our platform. Because platform say one has teaching and talking about.
That's why I came to the platform.
Yes, so it's like I don't need to education. The background
Exactly. No one was inside. No one was say about
Trust me, I do get it. Yeah, but also I will say at the same time there's the two sides to that main point.
Which is the two sides? Tell us the two sides. Which are the two sides?
No, but the thing is, also who can say, lawyer don't give papers to buy woman or you or our castle, and it's okay. That the area will enter on the bay, but on the trend, judge, okay or something like that.
Debbie, I'm saying, say, or translated the by, judge, and see the translation. Once it had been translated, they were accepted, but it was not authentication. That was translation. But the judge made it clear. The judge made it clear, say, with 4 weeks, there should be authentication in 4 weeks. So they could have gone to do the authentication and brought to the judge, say, at the end of copy or German embassy, still. Then they cannot join the case until the German embassy will write a letter, say, me really. But the person
right now, as we sit here, should be what are the ways of type of files and I said,
we are all learning. Exactly. You guys are not ready. No. Don't say that.
Mama, what's that pile? Don't worry. But at some point, I was trying to be very cool on the and so this way, yeah, and they want to produce videos and that's what.
No, we are not fighting.
Just as you wanted us to write in the comment section, that's the same way the comment section was saying what it was. Didn't see that part, didn't see that comment. Didn't see those comments. Yeah, exactly. So that's exactly what I'm also going to tell you something. Say, and no tea. You can't say country. I wasn't coming. No, I was direct when I was worried what I had to say and I said, there wasn't no one who would say, and if it comes big. Authenticating a marriage certificate as our requirement here, one hundred authenticating again. The man contact a 1 year, and one. How good you know? Yes, and the man put your money. That is in the way what we are here, but you guys pay your level, but you're not learning anything. Just want to go to the thing when somebody said,
Nobody has said that.
So you see, so the truth is that. So the truth is that I'm coming, madam. The truth is that the judge. I'm coming. No, hold on. The judge is never wrong. But Lawyer Kusi and Mrs. Akoja Sewa for Suda, we are all following. They are wrong. That's why we are going for appeal. But the lessons are that for the rest of us, anytime we want to do anything official, for it to be accepted legally, we should go through authentication because it is a law. And I'm telling you that most of you, I gave myself an example. The American embassy needed the birth certificate of my daughter so they can do her document for her. And I thought it wise, said, somebody is coming. So the person should just bring me the certificate from the mother. When they brought the certificate, I thought it was easy for me to take it to the embassy. They said, no. It has to be posted from the US to their office.
Yeah, to make it official. Yeah.
So me that I've given the brought the certificate through a photocopy through another guy who sat in a plane and brought it to me. I can't take it to the embassy. So right now, they have to now go and post it to the Ghanaian embassy in Accra.
Okay.
Now, I have it, but I can't take it because I can't go and stand in front of the embassy gate and say, I'm bringing a certificate to the consular. But when I went there for the interview, then they showed me that we've received this so and so and so and so. So that procedure is what those of you in the diaspora must learn. And stop making noise. They are to say what they need to your home and Bema yes to me and the theater one so and Bema you with the 4 pa when the Bema son sister. You are making useless noise. Useless noise. You are making useless noise. We are making useless noise.
It is the right thing, but I'm looking at the right thing. You did the same thing right there.
So if all of you will observe all the pages, and you're Ghana for Adi, and you're Ghana, madam, and you're Ghana for Adi, and you're Ghana for Adi, and you're Ghana for Adi. There, madam, and you're Ghana for Adi. Because a Ghana for Adi is a wrong statement, and you're Ghana for Adi.
Okay, the books are really working on to sell. That's what I'm doing. But they're doing something. I don't know, but if you're all trying to find a positive way to solve it, people are not looking at that idea. Don't talk like that. Come on now. That's what you are. No. You see, I've been a man here.
What's what in Ghana for us? That's the thing. What's the thing what in Ghana for us?
Somebody said it's not true. It's not true. You have not said it. Guys. Not every judgment. Transfer judgment. Time will tell. Why? Time will tell. Can't let me dance it.
No, we are not dropping you. No. We will not drop you because we are doing the show. We won't drop you. We are doing the show with you. No, we are doing the show. We are doing the show with you. We are not dropping you till we close. You won't go anywhere. You're going to TikTok. You are going for who? You are going for who to come? Be there. You are not going anywhere.
News educators on where Priscilla Okori's pictures.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, they were.
They were. Yes, they were. Civil marriage.
Civil marriage, you know. There were idea you did not say civil. And at the same way, you want idea you did not say a customer. And you want the airport deposit. And so I walk. And then you know, therefore, say, wait for idea what you will put it together, say, about say, I'm back, and you're about 1 year.
Oh, my friend. Oh, my friend.
My mom said her I'm at this point, for me, said, hey, boy. Yes, it was authenticated on her part, being customary now, or not to say on the DNA customary. It is a what was say what the no, so one, and also found your mother and I day. Then you know, so the emperor was so what the Mammy, Papi, the legal wife to my legal husband. It's no one accept you, it's not happening. They won't, it's no one to start giving me a it's your mammy, but they do what she never see a 10 line to the Nadia. So, yes, you will say what we said earlier. So, yes, it was authenticated on that side.
And big. Men can cry children go for me, say. Auntie Akosa say what say me see. Me started said the among Crophobi, I had the right thing from the diaspora. Bibri, my one Crophobi, all my corrections. Because people didn't know what they were doing with themselves. People didn't know, but we've helped them. So look back. Any Mrs. Akosa say what case here by and the addition may be about. And to go out here, man, on near own dear. Now, sorry, Ghana for their cross for any idea bribe me, you say, sister. Bribe your gin, baby. I will trade a jet. Bribe. Sister, me call JFK. And maybe I'm a park here. Post for no park here, no bob himself. Drive. And next say me didn't be go inside. At me time as soon as say me go. Ube ye di say airport home. Akwa no ye drive me ba no ka say. Me say me gina kakra dia me pɛ bibi man na man $20 me gina ho sa. JFK. Sister, bribe na ye bibi a ye die no. E ye nkiti na uko didi kura ni ati tip a few cards so by force and mad yourself. Aha. Yeah, because Benji this metna baby na vekaba na se no nimmenu mema na bre AC da. I'll help because bicycle deɛ ɛho mfaso ani free so obi konya bicycle na free wɔ I mean mwadamfo bi a ne kunu yɛ posi ni ɛwɔ GFK airport ɔno nti yɛdu ha yɛwɔ sɛnea ma yɛ nkwanya bi ɛma yɛfa baabi a yɛkɔ enti ɛwɔ baabi a mekɔ Canada na mewɔ Canada no yɛwɔ asɔre inside hɔ ɛna madamfo posi ni na ɔtɔn ginger wɔ Canada ma me no ɔyɛ posi ni ɔtɔn ginger ɛwɔ Canada na deɛ kɔbaa ne sɛ akobi aba asɔre na sɛ na ɔba asɔre normal plate na ɔde ball ne car no ho ɛyɛ normal plate a expire ɛsɛ posi ni hu wa ɔkyew enti ɔnam hɔ na system ne picking sɛ obi use normal plate bi a expire ɛwɔ baabi a ɔba no ɛna machine de ne ba me hɔ ɛwɔ ma asɔre dana obedu hɔ pɛ na ɔka sɛ council me ba sɛ mbɛgye ade ne firi hɔ but hwɛ me sit not for the first time na me wura posi for car ni na ɔsɛ me nkɔhwɛ na machine na pick akware nama akyerɛ baabi akware no wɔ sɛ we I expire yama ne new one so ɔsesa wɔn asesa nanso akware na ba sorry ɛsɛ ɔtɔ car no de kɔ ba ɔsrɛ me sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ minti no ontumi nyɛ saa ma asɔre ba na nti mi nkɔfra asɔre ba ne mpie na asɔre ba ne bɛtɔ car ne fie mi nkɔfra asɔre na ɔsɛ ɛnokorɛ na ɔkɔɔkɔgye di ɔkɔɔ vehicle for no ɛma ɔmama ne license foforɔ normal plate foforɔ ɛsɛ ɔde bɔ but no ɔyɛ late aba asɔre nti ɔsɛ ɔkyerɛ nɔpa no akɔyɛ posi ni yɛ madamfo nti otumi fo sɛ the best thing akwa mbɛ ɛmɔ drive car ne bi ɔbɛ cancel no atwerɛ report nanso ɔma yɛmfa car ne nsi tɔ vehicle so nkɔ anaa ɔma obi fa normal plate mu emfifie mbere no fa mbɔ no ɔbɛpɔ aso yɛwie no ɔno abɛtwa mu na wa clear sɛ ɔmfa no deɛ ɔnni mme no obedu ɔbɛtɔ car na kɔ no akotua $1,200 so tie mi o ɛnyɛ nyɔnko fɛ wɔ minisa Canadian police yi ntem anka na ka sɛ akɔ ebi pie na ne car na yɛ eti wiase ma yɛ wɔ no mintumi hyia abena wɔ baabi a memboa no mintumi hyia vika memboa no sɛ nnɛ me wɔ hospital nnɛ na abena frɛ me sɛ yɛde ne maame aba hospital na ohia mmoa megya life na akɔhwɛ ne maame ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ mu a moaka no mu hia me ba mmere na yɛwɔ mu ɛyɛ very so ɛyɛ ade a ɛwɔ yɛn ho a yɛyɛ mrs akosa sɛ wafo so maame n'asɛm ɛyɛ me ya sɛ lumba ɛnyɛ deɛ sɛ fata eti na me support sɛ yɛnyɛ the right thing yɛmfa nsua de nkurɔfoɔ bi yɛ page nyinaa ɛyɛ didi nyinaa me kɔɔ de bi akɔ educate ɔmo ɛnɛ hwɛ deɛ dodoɔ no ade yɛ ntɔkwa yɛdi yɛn ho atɛm yɛ platform yi obi ndi obi atɛm yɛkyerɛ adeɛ maame ba a ɔbɛsua adeɛ saa akɔ no ti ade bɛkye ɔkyerɛ no wɔn si wɔsua adeɛ fi hɔ. Let's learn. There is a lot to learn out of this lumba and akosa sewa issue. Even in America say the tomb is very important. So till now we don't know where lumba has been buried. The two people that the law has granted them to be wives, that Mrs. Akosa Sewa have gone for petition through the court again for her to become the only registered recognized wife, which I support. None of them knows where the body of their husbands were buried. The children claim they don't know where their father was buried. So where was Luma buried? It is not done. By the laws of the land, you can't take permit to bury it in your own house because when the body is kept there at the stage in life, infectious to the community. Enti mumi nsua de na yenjai blind argument obi be bisa me counselor enti yesi authentication a ye the same then ye di baga na ye authenticate. These are the things we should learn so that ebema Mrs. Akosa Sewa enso enya abotoyem because that mistake now lawyer en kodwian kwa chiri a ekosi sam edini dem besi ene that mistake has really hurt that woman. The authentication has really hurt the woman, and not the woman alone. All of us who have seen that she was married to Lumba. Mrs. Akosa Sewafosu was the legally registered wife, and we're following her as legal wives. When they made that mistake, it became a shot in the foot. We've not recovered. The appeal we are going for, we are only hoping against hope that the judges that will sit on the appeal case will come and say, I want to give you the chance to bring the authenticated marriage register. So there was nothing called fake marriage register, like the people are saying, yeah, warren, only certificate bia, when Jawa dear dada, and wako worry boni fufu bia ye nimno, and no be fufu ne dino. All those lies they are saying about that Lumba's wife, people don't know the truth, because even the new children Lumba had with Odobroni, who the 6 children, it is said clearly that the children now have German books because Lumba happens to be a German citizen. Hence, he was able to file and get the passport, the German passport for the children. Now, in Germany, I keep repeating, I don't know about US and UK, but I know I studied more about Germany because of this case. It is said that you can only be able to register a child you are going to give birth to out when you have a permanent or a registered residence. So Lumba was in Ghana his whole life. Which resident did Lumba use to register the children's passports? The only registered place that Lumba had in Abruchi or in Germany was where Ma Jose Sewafosu Mrs. is. So be you so let us be for and so need the common antiasie. Mami no Jimmy you. Unya a yiribi ti se Jose Sewafosu na ubo ni su dwe ana oye boni bi tia no nyam tua oka. Because ordinary kuma nyina na to mama ye won ma bebere sa ye ware won mo sa abote oba bi asi dan e de be ma betrem enya ne kwan no ye nyina ye ni ye ka se afi na hyase ebusua bi dan ketua expire oba bi asam na ni mfifiri e de betua 2 years rent ama be me bi abetrem abrem ne koti e be di ne de bia na jo e ma ne hu ponsane no. The last time Mrs. Akosa Sewafosu eyi Lumba studio echire wo Germany no menya tinke bi say mami wa padayo mami ya do because na chese de bia no pa osoro na otwem a na ohwe Lumba studio waja wo Germany wo de betina Ghana na so mami anka hwe. She kept the faith, she held on. Studio ye yi chire ye no ohwe console esiwa enye nkwala console microphone enye nkwala microphone etire say Lumba te Ghana na maame na boa ma ye bie the first studio ever for him in Germany. How many musicians in Germany have a studio that are kedi be wu ye ya na ye ase ye tuma nye de ase ye man that na only studio wo Germany, because to have a studio in Germany who yesika emu odu na Lumba sika de mu nyedu maame ni sika no de bie man because the woman had interest. So executive producer of that Lumba was Mrs. Akosa Sewafosu. Ono di sika na ho di shame na Lumba be ye Lumba. Etienne ye kasa na maame ni kemi no bi ka say on so ronko abin obedi den abin. Da ben na bin ye. Da ben na abin ye. Die abin a oba abedi ni ye president. Na president na abin obedi na die no kra embe because ye kanish. Because Nyaman do Lumba one acquired Nyaman after 2010. Most of the properties that Lumba had was acquired before 2010. So when Priscilla Oforiatta came into the scene, Lumba was already living in East Lagos. When Priscilla Oforiatta came into the scene, Lumba had already a house in Taifa or whatever. When Priscilla Ofori came into the scene, Lumba already had a German book as a German citizen and not a Ghanaian citizen. So if there had been any help to make Lumba look good in the eyes of anybody, that could have attracted a certain girl called Odobruni, it was clearly stated that it was the basic foundational help that made Lumba who he was. And that foundational help was coming from Mrs. Akosa Sewafosu. Mind you, I told you this before, and I will not stop boring you, that it is a choice of anybody to decide to say that I'll take my husband's name in Germany. It is a choice. The woman has a family name, but she made the choice that I am giving a declaration that henceforth my family name is no more useful to me, but I want to use my husband's name. And that is where it came from, that she became a Fosu, even though it's not Lumba's father who gave birth to her. She went through the declaration in the German registry and decided that henceforth my name shall not be mentioned again on document, but I shall be called Fosu. She's from Kumasi, Vic's hometown. She's coming from a family that has their own family name, but she chose Lumba's name. So it is painful that after all this ordeal, she's still not being recognized as the only registered wife of Daddy Lumba because they were not able to do authentication in court. This is why we are going for the appeal. It is painful. It is very painful. You don't understand. The pain of Mrs. Akosa Sewafosu is not the death of Lumba alone. The death of Lumba is a pain to her because Lumba could have done this solution before dying. But he didn't do it. And the worst of it was to find out that in all these hula baloo and go and come and all these nonsense that is happening, Lumba never had a will. At least a will could have changed the things that we are talking about. A will could have changed it. A will could have changed it. At least a will could have changed this situation. At least a will could have made a better way forward for Mrs. Akosa's office. That there will be documents showing that I give this to my wife, I give this to my wife, I give this to my wife. And in the will, when Lumba is taking things and giving it to the wife, it could have come to be another form of a proof. But as it is now, look at Mrs. Akosa's office. She lands in Ghana, and the property she has acquired together jointly with the husband, the late Daddy Lumba, she cannot visit. She cannot go in there. She cannot pass a night in the place. But she's passing a night in hotels, in the home of strangers. She comes to Ghana, and look at the number of cars that is flaunting right now on social media that these are the cars of Daddy Lumba. The Mrs. Akosa Sewafosu comes to Ghana, and it's unfortunate that she's not able, as it were, to come and use any of the cars of the late husband. It is painful. So it's not about the fight and the insult on TikTok. It's not about the loss of temper and the loss of respect for each other. It's not about the legal wide fight they're having. I think that at a point in time, the tempers that have risen, which has landed the Legal Wife Association to become a Fighting Wives Association. I think that they have to reason that what they are doing is not helping the woman. I'm seeing it. Look, Team Legal Wives, the misunderstanding that is exhuming between the groups is not helping the woman in any way. You are doing a good thing, but I think that where we are getting to right now, we are losing it. Let's sit up and think straight. The Tiwas, the Ashanti Queens, and the rest. These are the two people I know they're doing very well. Because the woman is seriously in dying pain. Akosa Sewa is in serious pain. because the often one day dream that so if I be saying majority of them gonna say one day dream and can it dream because a done deal empo emre ba ne say lumba anyi odobro ni aye ka it was clear say what tears here see you matic my young from so me ware obi a encounter but it gave her an assurance. Yes, it gave her an assurance. But where we are right now, she doesn't have an assurance anymore because the man that is supposed to give her that which everybody will respect, unfortunately, is not there. Let's not rub it on the face of this woman. She is suffering. She is suffering in two different ways. She's suffering that the late husband didn't do things right before going. And she's also suffering that she didn't do the right authentication so that her legally registered certificate is accepted. So these are the two things I feel this woman is going through. Because she's done well for Luma. There are other women who have equally done well for their husbands. And there are other women who have been very, very wicked to their husbands too as well. So I think that the issue is not about what people are fighting for, but the issue is about we finding ways and means to console the woman, to make her feel that she is worth dying for, to make her feel that she is more qualified than any of us to say what we want to say, to make her feel that she deserves what she deserves, and the Aluta fight must continue until she's made the queen of the late Daddy Lumba in terms of being registered as the only legitimate wife and legal wife of that Lumba. I will say it emphatically that the judge has never made a mistake. The leadership, Mrs. Smith-Atta, has never made a mistake. She only passed the judgment according to what we read, based on what was provided by the two lawyers. And what the two lawyers provided gave up on her that she is not a wife. So let's not do this to ourselves. For the last time, let's learn and stop the emotional, like Abna will say. We are doing Abna has a word. Or she says something that they are doing emotional something. That is why they are not all together. So yes, I am worried that right now as we speak, the Mrs. Abusa doesn't even know where Luma was buried, so that she cannot even go and pay last respect in any form to the husband, to the deceased man, who is the man who has kicked the bucket. The truth must come, because my Bible says that, and you will know the truth, but the truth shall set you free. So what is the truth? Where is the truth? Who is coming with the truth? Let's release truth. And out of the truth, we'll be able to become better off than we have always been. Well, that is my take, and that is my soundbite. And Abna is excited that Agrada is back home. Same like Vic, they are all excited that they are excited. They are excited because Agrada makes them very happy on TikTok. After Flamingo is Agrada. Now that Agrada has come, Flamingo will not get a clout anymore. So if Siama got a war, now Monkachi Siama say Obi Echo de Fiasino ba, ye won yama ye man. Oma Obi Chile Oni Agrada because Omunyinan could die prison that by ye one share. I will feel prison befia, ye yansin ye would feel. A be a social media for name change. Bia social media for them change them. But me who saw my be. Me who saw me kwa sorry there. And they who saw me kwa sorry there. Also, me to me who you go see was sorry there. But agrada ama. Me sremu me ma akwenya for the next 10 minutes. A foot to ben ya di man no anko pe asem aman hu. Agrasco General Secretary Abna Sugar Crash. A foot to bend the man grad as obeti obey screen recordings into beti pa yanko or chen.
Yes, we foot to pa. Our parts, and then dog be brave. In fact, in the pass and a mean don't wait here because me a collage, we are a man. In him say you foot to say just stay out of trouble. And one thing I makes me anchor.
But to stay out of trouble, what can be for Cassie and only be then, and the trouble you be now stay out. But you have to go ye.
Say, I could be back to Jimmy, be a man, I may your man. Like a day in some way, be the bread. She's going to that place, and it's not a good place to be, you know. Money more be a chance prior to be here to the place that she's coming from. And I hope say, I love her so much.
You are there, I would offer back when I say, Abna Sugar Crash. Or say, stay away from trouble. Men will be in the Joe and Uncle Pass some Emma, Matty, young queer, Vic. Vic.
Maybe I just sister Cassandra Quay.
Actually, you made that say. That's it. So I'm not my I'm saying, Yama, I'm going to need one farm. I mean, I'm not come and not to. I mean, I'm a dear mouth because you're probably it's too much.
A crown or by 70 boy, I did to her and what. It's in a county namana, Mabechido, because a cook woman some. Mesome ma kwanya say obi fa the private issue and to platforms to go for your screen recording. It's a year bloggers need tie the American nyina. Enti je number no number ne 862. Abna Vic mon type 862. 862 571 3950 862 571 3950 862 571 3950. Call for counseling. Why? 862 571 3950. It's mama, no man on the show, your screenshot. If we show ya the one in a friend, Mabua, I'm out there in Java, you have a count. Why? I was screening to be believed. As you know, for Majo TV. Oh yeah, futu ni adan. O ka say yin na wan ni wan asem na akai. And you can say captain say a how, now that's a high yeah. Me say a hammy. Me a hammy.
Now, what year now? I'm a fan for Lano. It's in a mammy casa, and to me, I'm saying, oh, yeah, but I know for Lano or Bayene. And to me, a hammy, a woman more. But then, yeah, I do ye, and I'm not supporting. Say, if you are why it is, but I'm Polani tea aside, no, and a army. Saying, I am madness. So you took my fire, shed the way, and yeah, then collect from near the other. And no, and I mean a harmony, a one as that's why you be born here, and brown by say, yeah, yet chenasso. Then, yeah, sepata. Now, if you took a crab, maybe a man and anything. They say, what pay, or share the way I always buy a tune and normal social media, some as some I know was some pepper one. Now, can you go so go be team here? And go on of social media. None of social society was all share. Now,
Esiama. Esiama asem na akai. Ah.
Now, mama pass the whole point. Now, more than say, oh, maybe we don't see every answer na be mama. Ever na kwen. Enti go your casa prep mama. Ukasa, we get at least your man.
You send the salad here. Sa ene ne sa na tie se sika kasa ohia ntumi nka enti wo be se osesa kakra no ondi ohia na ade then she will go into trouble because okasa obi anka bi then she will go
now you be wabaya body into over you done that you are seeing. It's not that you so by but done one BBC baby and I'm more so I'm more and so mama. And to all my we are seeing them who say, why are what you for? Don't tear me for them. Don't tear or be so bad or one papa to ask them. Now all who will be to the number. If they are all stay out of social media. Only way of asem who no or can be no yama feel like you know so no or china ya ba ko na only a mama gifty and ya do ya se ya wo kan ni na no who di go they say ba afi ko pa che ade ba ko ya wo ya se they say wo be ko picture wo ade a who nim say enya no ko na wo yi na wo bia ba ka se me sorry debi enti misra no ba wa be o ma na ni da ho na ọba betu ọdẹ juma na ọba bẹ yẹ sẹsọ juma ọsẹ wa yẹ sọfọ a yakoko ọbọ yẹ nyinaa ọdẹ juma na ẹda hɔ obi a ọbi hyesẹ ọba na juma sọ ọdẹ bẹ yẹ juma na ọdẹ na ọsẹ obi ahọ kwan eti ọsẹ wa yẹ sọfọ maame a ọnto a na juma na sọfọ maame ne so ne normal work a wọbi ebi mu so no ọba yẹ ne ọbẹ to aso no ọnyẹ no de bi hwẹ fa the family no stay away from social media sẹmo no mesrẹ no a akutu a mede bẹ ma no no ọfa respect ma de saying, as if I see and I never will say, Bama, or for one part, you will see Kado, you will not kind. Only a problem is young, but you will think which to bed, the piano, camera,
Esiama only baby ako and some young to said you are diam only baby ako ko kasamiti o
Kansila, no, that's what was up for saying. Yapo Biani, but now we know who's yelling over you. Oh, yeah, they are also enough for almost all yelling over as a good piano. And you know, all Yakrapona, and go baby cobra was also back home, Kansila. Also, remember if you want to my own problem,
normal and you'll be able to engineer. Engineer, but my idea won't do.
And you know, all for who is a pata, and for money, Now, Motimentina, I should be a pass on almost share on family, not almost so we know when it's Taka, a good job after Miss Medimano. That was it. The council and my show member back to why.
Macho that's from me uncle. One day two Agrada, hey, rich wife. It's been 64 years now. Hey, welcome. What is your advice for Agrada?
Today's discussion is Agrada.
No, we have our story, but we want to advise Agrada as we are here. If you don't have any advice for her too, that's okay.
Oh, I have.
Then let's go.
It's just that I think the lady who just left said everything. Like, what can it be?
And she was reading your note.
Yeah, I think so. And one was one day on the year. Counselor, but you know, sir, I got a penance pound.
Oh, sir, also at Glasgow.
A penance.
Oh, okay.
Some way, somehow.
Only a brain only flamingo. Those who know. Except flamingo near Agrada, way, pay him for. Sir? Hey, Abna.
That is what she's been called for, unctuous money. And yeah, same year, no baby, come. Simply be what. Cast out, not maybe not say, oh, baby, do tell me, no, I am catching me good. There we are, I got I think say, I did about pen and some. Yet shit about what. And that's some. And today, when I saw her, seriously, I cried.
Wow.
Okay, no, I'm sorry for no. I was
Wow.
watching, I was crying.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's not very wrong because Uncle Obetini, I'm not Obetini avoided this kind of. I wouldn't say she. Let me say, it's not Kwaba. And when you see her face, you see her regret. You see her. I pray so. Yami who you know, but I pray say, Sana, you who know the Sana baby. Because I got our essay way since you're from a craft fan of Moses here. And the most that's it. I'm on the bed, but you pray that Empo, yes, sir.
Okay.
Empo, yes, sir. Now, on to that, also has a wait now in the say, I feel so on good guy. But this guy, I didn't see any, he stood for him.
Muka say, oh, good guy now. Yeah, maintain here because Agra na a senior pastor, a Siama a junior pastor. So the fact, and I said, I saw in Agra Diane in Yama Bibli. If you so a Siama warrior Agra, only two ekotna. Teshi die single room one can I got that you move around, but I bet not flower house.
That's the one was him. I didn't see you. I think she will get a new way about the guy. The perception is about guy. Because guy will be an anchor, or you'll be an big drag, and now because of Sika.
Oh, I got that. Yes, smart. And one, Mrs. Esiama. If you are the intimate, say, maybe so, and did there all be a Robert Toye. And to dear so lucky or lucky. I got that coy, who said Siama, and I got that cat is one year. 1 year. There were in car, on the cohort.
Let's us know.
There are on the cohort.
Oh, one of the bad twice.
For what reason? No.
Last week,
me pacho yen so na ye fanu omo so ye no mo do ye ka ye so ye tu for say wa ba no se ne na omo no mo ni na ye fie de ye tu for so na wa ma wo because e ka odo no a woni na bebe no gina na how ana mo ni agrada no e kwa na wo so gina na odo ni nkwanti me sa mo ti no se ne no o tie na na mo pe it would be my difference. Jaga, they would see me if I show it in the lady for me. If I show I got the one bag, Sabra, maybe a grada, you only a grada. What they say? They start requiring part of that.
Because of the personality. What did I say? What we do be a open in the maybe a way. That's open asset. It is the fact says here, that it doesn't mean say, now you're not no ye now we're for it. Here, yet chilling too. I was happy because we did so come back. I was almost so we are not happy at this time that she spoke.
Yes.
Some of us are not, we are not okay.
Yes.
But your family is why is it? I don't know what to do for now. We okay. It's okay. I'm on it. You want to tell me some more than I will be to be any bad or now?
If you crack a wall on someone, if you crack a wall on someone.
Oh, we are doing some stuff we bring those things up because I never would then almost one man. That's the day. Now the man is on one woman. I don't know one woman. It's your children to count. Do you understand? And the coach actually, I can't children too because of Yamo here that it's fine. But look at raising too much children. Seven. What was the reason? For witnesses, nobody came, just two people came there to testify. Say, two is enough. Two the cry for the song said, I was saying, you see, the reason wasn't any reason how much you have to 15 years was too much. And I want you need to look for something else. Yes, every event has it. And also, I'm running too long because there is something else in our and no, or you can't find no phone. And he said, I don't know what the four courts, not a power for them. It's I know my question is, I didn't know for your pound point of one. I know the camp one. Of course, sir. Okay, that's a what now national cousin. I say this is the one you have evidence. Who are maybe okay, yes, yeah. Why use and then you bear with some of us too. So I am found you okay, yeah, you bear with us and I am found. Oh, yeah, then I said, Paul, and so can say, Anna, yes, for them one. And you will be okay with sell for them one, to make them. But yes, I'm from Rafia. And they do be but any can be two foot. Yeah, you do, yes, then you know as a brother. And ma, and so one and powerful. You are still a brother. You are still Mama Pat. Be yourself. Brother Jim, and will quite be first of all, you more coming to more. Have accepted you back into the society. Mama, my most of my accepted a master. You want her, but some of us, happy. That's I want to because my face and yes, I do because it's one video of Papa, Mamma, for the moment, bro, a brother. There's nothing to you Sundays, but Mrs. I'm looking forward to it. That's an enemy when we didn't cry say a flow, dear Gada, warrior no to cry Ghana until said you will see enemy. Come and be your dad, so I also experience that rich wife and then experience. One is so as Ghana and one fair to me.
Now speaking points in the wrong. That is how you talk. Who say no? But I don't know. You can't share the so what they on 10 years. You can assemble. Are they on your canal to join the but also or you be one year old. It's and also I know it's not correct in the planet. I did a wee. It's what they yes or no. So now me preaching me the way preach from the tour. And you'll be asking the fan of you'll be kind of all you did so that the Juma now, young woman, their shellings are not in ye. It's yes, say, Counselor 259. A rich wife cried.
Yeah.
So I did. I read that way. I did miss you. They all sorry them home. I cried. It's not like I just like her personality. I like her. They knew what they know the person. Yes. Yeah, no personality. Madam back in every personality. Yeah. Then don't mention them. Also, if I'm not like when entertaining teaching like life is quick and all that. Where do you see? Yes, I know they are here. That's all we can over the last one. I just see. I don't know about when you own I more. We know can I say that's a who they can see. Be yourself, my brother.
Well, yeah, was a 7 year foot to number. A foot to win so dear. As is Fiasimon, a foot through Sacred, but this and social. And yeah, just say, be in social in Sacra, Papa, you are bread, agrada. It's answer one Sacra, no longer suddenly jiriji. It's a sentence, no. Even though it makes a lot of sense, people are not really happy about the sentence and also the judgment of freeing who she is. As for me, my issue with her in the said, all bay on for one need Emma Bearman on no CSA, Wajina to say Nikum. So in the house, it should listen to a Siama as a husband. In the church, she can misbehave because a Siama is not a senior pastor, but a junior pastor. But she should remember that whatever happens to this young man will happen to her as well. That's my advice. Thank you all very much. I'm not the story for the day.
After 5 minutes, my breaking can be. Man, to make you.
What can you hear? I was on Penasem.
Hey, lady. Okay, sorry for the day. I say, hello, Sibo. There must be something wrong with me, and I think I need a solution.
Okay.
I have met loyal men who will go heaven and earth just to make me happy, but I end up ruining every serious relationship by cheating. I have been in 6 serious relationships, and I can confidently say that they all ended because of my infidelity. A close friend of mine thinks it's spiritual, and I have taken several steps, but I still end up cheating. I just find it difficult to turn down certain men, and in the end, we end up in bed. I need a solution to this because I'm not getting any younger. I'm currently 37. Now, sister Ochima, I say, did he have an old young one? Now, men are doing, like, when we okay, like, loyal men and one, they say, and I'm sure for a second back, we are ready. You should get a say, oh, maybe a base, yeah, not just say, was I could try from I say, hey, 6 times when you are to every day, you plant because actually say what you are, no, still enough to be park catching and say, it is so soon was them. Also, 2 1 more, still a day, and cook, nanny how pan say, eh, man, them people were sending pounds in Cassidy. We want to say, Sukro, not to say, I did not have a ship. But so far, so on the more because if you're near Cassie, we did 37. That's the man.
Yeah, that's it. Shall say, what are your things? We are man community.
I think she has a form of psychological problem.
Which is?
One. So she has to, I know, say, she has to practice the act of saying no. And in my baby, I've heard a couple of women say, I can't say no to a man, I'm not able to turn down a man. No. You should practice the act of saying no. And then maybe about the people out of pity and out of sympathy, you want to date the man because they cannot be because they can never feel bad. No. Learn how to say no. And then maybe no deserve or not the complaint. And then plan soon I was only there with the action. It's good, it's fine if you want to befriend the person, but make sure that that friendship and could you be in bed because you feel pity for the man or be asked out. And it's a problem, a psychological problem. I have because I say, what problem? One can know, I don't know, I don't think it's low self-esteem and so. Because how will you say a man will go heaven on earth just to make you happy? Then at the end of the day, you end up cheating on them. Why? What is your problem? What is your problem? It depends on you. If you want to say no to this man, you will say no to this man. It's all begins in your mind. It's not without saying much. No, we're doing your counseling because also I call spiritual power still like here. Then the counseling. Here counseling power because let them be another you one man. But first of all, just start with yourself. Learn to say no. Even just learn to say no sometimes. Saying no doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means you're protecting your peace. You're protecting your own self-interest. It's really, I would say, you should learn to say no and seek professional counseling.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Next. Next for the story.
Lady. Rich wine.
No, I'm not a friend.
How's that?
Yeah.
I went there. I say, Miss Wrong. That's that. They all said, Obi Riame,
Sir?
if I mean Riame, big maker. No, like that is also said, my friend, I own TV. And that's a David. They don't hear one who say, who Riame, say a member who say, who Riame, everything.
Okay.
I don't know, that's the person will feel bad. The person will feel some way. Me who pass any power will Riame or Riame, but
It's over the day.
after that, we only the one of my family. But I capture so we Riame, everything. He tell me, anyway, I can't buy him, I did counsel more. I will also be your evidence. I don't say that. They will say, Obi, we are the numbers now. I meet me because I say, if I know real. Hey, I'll just say, oh, my God. No, I don't know. Like, it's you who can say, when it's also be Yami Palmy, you said, if I know Yami Kappa or much. I'm a fairy. Like, it isn't a fairy, every single food in myself. Oh, no, we are not no. Once I wear evidence there, I mean, you have to confront the person. Maybe I'll send me back for counseling.
Yeah, sure. Say addiction. Addiction, I
I tell you, any rich wife, I said, rich wife, yeah, hey, okay, you know, what say you so be the army. They are only
right?
Yeah.
Almost me say the area need to send me because say ought to me can there be no. They ain't in ought to me can there. I said that there was a baby I didn't mean to speak as a conform. I made sure now we are. It's not so. Oh, the other slip, the ought to me can there be now I'm feeling. No, the national one, and also different person, I just live. No, I'm feeling no, the national one. I'll make them say, I do me area. And it's also your house.
That's it. Let it be to. What the other name there? Yeah, on your day.
Yeah, no, I hope so. You saw it, Yanni. Now, Yanni, also, no. I was saying, but so you saw Yanni tonight, and say, yes, I'm not said, yeah. 37 hours in any cell, you know. I feel of us who dealing with situation, you know. I'll come back another day. Why? I'll come is actually say. I'll come is actually say, counselor.
Yeah.
She might be maybe a bit my info. Maybe a bit my info. And if that's what it is, I'll figure myself out. Is she going to go for counseling like when I was saying? Now, share how to deal with this impulse. Now, on her say, obey, yeah, you know, when so I say, obey, yes, I'm for the as I go for me, if you or the other side, I'm saying, and so no fun is saying, nature. I know. Now, when that's walk up for my name, I'm going to go for relationship. How do you know? I don't know why they never lie. Who didn't we be mine?
Bibiama. Na na mo bia wale no ho wo se obeso wale. O se obeso wale.
Obeso wale dey se penu ho. Se penu ho so obeso wale dia. Then you should know say Bibiama can't wait in your mind. And while we are mono work or minor work. I want to be funny for no plus our real. Because what you cannot eat your cake and have, you know. Say, I don't know walking. Now, maybe you saw a wish your money. Oh, yes, I'm a man now. And what, yeah. Then you should know, say, it doesn't go together. And see, either say, who may jai at the end of the year, but so maybe I want to say to yourself, you won't young one. As I know, I say, oh, I have a situation. Yeah, we are trying to do it.
Sir?
For addiction. Friends type of addiction. Now, if you find it to be your one, and one my own diet because I didn't know how to know it now. It's your man, I didn't know a hat. I feel now. Yeah, I said because number one, I wasn't bad for you. I didn't know it was. It is 6 day number one. So I say, I didn't. Number one, because I didn't get up there. Don't even do Musa. But who now if that is causing another evil, then you need to sit yourself down. Now her baby, I'll wait to me. I cannot tell her, say, oh, yeah, because anything on the other hand, I don't think on one expression, maybe your marketing or command. If they just said to see an abroad, no, so cash. That is the first thing. You say, we go for counseling and some education on to get some resources to help her. And brass, I was not assuring, one and I don't know, I can suggest certain things. Yeah. The other part, no. That is right. Over person, yeah, for you. That is right. Over can carry the Bible. That is the story.
What do you?
Because that's how to move maybe fine. Sir? That's how to be should be bar has sent your body that so. Now, no such be.
Oh,
There may be a son and nameless man.
sir.
Hey, Costa, Bearman, what you was a Bearman, you so come back. You wash your sham. Was shirt to t-shirt to but as I do best be on it as a Bearman. Now, to me, I'm going to play on air say, you will never with ya. Sister, and they come and join the view. I got saying, I am willing to go to your kid there. I would have one man who find us, and I would get you. Massa, a fair young couple because I never had it to be I have one. Don't pepper being compared one. That's like she is help. Now it's inside on the problem. There's some side evaluation I have. I can't eat it.
Yes, you are. It is just said the way is in your front. A balance are the exercise can Bible. Once that they did kind of or say or cheating. The first one is that she's not cheating because cheating is for the married, unworried. But she's having a promiscuous life, or no, a being said, and Pema Gratin can. Bear may be share the piano. A young said on money. It no him one, and oh dear, me the mebuana a simple thing. Unfriend umbra, because there are too many things that can cause you to think this way. When you feel you are inferior, when you feel you are common, when you feel everybody wants you, you can go through this phase. And that becomes a very bad phase. So me, together with all the things you have said, I believe that she has to quickly find ways of coming for counseling so that we can help her out by knowing that she's precious and not everything can eat her. She should be selective in the eating. And it should not stop her from getting the right man to marry her. She can get the right man to be the husband, but she has to deal with this. We also have to help her to test, say, is it a habit or is just anything that's happening? Because habit are serious to quit as well. So, sir, and now, my sister. Sister Timmy Pa said, what the abandon haunting at the abandon? Into two animal, the sea a bow. Na yɛmboa wɔ n'ani so nyankopɔn mbɔ ho ban na ɔma biribiara nda yie ɛma ɛyɛ Afromax Plus nkɔmmɔ na yɛdi bosomi foforɔ na yɛwura mu yi bosomi a ɛwɔ mu yɛ March bosomi saa bosomi a ɛwɔ mu yi yɛohia yɛ Afromax Plus matɔ frɛ me 0277 609 644 0277 609 644 frɛ me adentia na yentuntu ho anamo ebia meche obi December enyan ne adofo ye to data check ritual for ritual for abna e wo ho ritual for ho Lady Victory or mamcho mu ento data wa ne to bi ache ye nkrofo na so mo mba nyame adom abo me ho modin saa mazisi ai na mes no e ko back makoe 1212122224 mu me ento data na ye fa nko ye na mani 0546 Vic Bachola Chowami 0546 279 344 million to data 0546 279 344 one tompua meto. Now me fun to be answer say April ebe on the 13th I would can see my birthday big birthday pa na me share my birthday adi ebe phone nkwala de my business am famba. Yami from morning check 0546 279 Lady between us 0546 279 344. And number o send it momo no koswa meji na medi atua sa aguru ya bisi midi ema ejire bia aye solid nti sister frame na membo 0277 609 614. Media C may call. Now, over friend direct there 0277 609 604 0277 609 604. Nakai said, Abrabona airborne, any wala wala. And we shram. It was like I said, bye bye. Let the victory be that say. Monfaro Murimbra near Fanto data, why? And one near the share. Data quite so. You know, midi. Now, more than you made it. I will have
to call you because I'm in the middle of somebody is very huge and a dire situation about addiction. So I'm going to have to call you, but I'm trying to see where we can gather information first, and then I'll call you so that we can work with what we have.
Yare yes. Obi benya one fi yare. Yamfa yare nso nya nipa. Sichire yare ni no. Sickness can determine the last straw of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and loved ones, supporters of our foundation, the CL Foundation for Health, Diabetes and Asthma and Cerebral Palsy. We are knocking at your doors, knocking at your pockets, knocking at your emotions. Support me and my team to support people living with diabetes, asthma, and cerebral palsy. Your donations are welcome on 862-215-2007. Your Zelle 862-215-2007. MTN Ghana numbers 055-000-5077. 055-000-5077. It is the MTN number. CL Foundation for Health and Support. Help us with the diabetes equipment, glucometers, wheelchairs, old clothing, new clothing, financial support, and let's give it to the needy. Thank you for your support.